Part C of number 1 is using the same table of values that you used for Part A and Part B, except for this time, instead of a Riemann sum, so instead of rectangles, you are using a trapezoidal sum. We still have 6 subintervals, and we are still estimating the definite integral, okay? But to estimate or approximate the definite integral, we need to use some kind of area thing. So we are using trapezoid areas this time. So if we're using 6, we'll have one from 2 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 15. So here's T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and T6. So just like the rectangles, we are going to find the area of each of these, T1, T2, through T6, and then we'll add up all those areas. But what's different about trapezoids is that the area is not just base times height. The area for a trapezoid is, I'll write it up here, so the area for a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height, and then B1 plus B2 in parentheses. So all of these will have 1/2. 1/2 in front of all of our trapezoids. Then the height. So this is actually what we refer to as the base when we're finding our rectangle areas. So the height comes from our x values. So if we went from 2 to 3, that's a 1. So the height of our first trapezoid is 1. From 3 to 6, T2, so that height is 3. From 6 to 8, that height is 2. From 8 to 11, that height is 3. From 11 to 12, that height is 1. And 12 to 15, that height is 3 again. So we're halfway through with most of our formulas. Now we have base 1 and base 2. So base 1 and base 2 are each of the end points. So base 1 for the first trapezoid is our first endpoint, and base 2 is our second. So we will have 4 plus 6. That's the area of our first trapezoid. Then we have, if we look at our next one, for T2, what was base 2 for our first trapezoid is base 1 for our second. And base 2 is over here. So we will have 6 plus 13. And the pattern continues. For T3, we will have 13 plus 14. For T4, we will have 14 plus 17, and then 17 plus 20, and then 20 plus 21. You will have a calculator on your quiz, so no need to worry about that. So when you calculate all these out, we'd have 4 plus 6 divided by 2 will get 5. 6 plus 13 times 3 divided by 2, you will get 28.5. 13 plus 14, and then we'll have times 2 divided by 2. Those will cancel, so it's just 13 plus 14, which is 27. Then we'll have 14 plus 17 times 3 divided by 2. We'll get 46.5. 17 plus 20 times 1 divided by 2, you will get 18.5. And 20 plus 21 times 3 divided by 2 is 61.5. When you add all those up, you'll get a total of 187 units squared. That is our approximate area using a trapezoidal sum.